So recently we talked about how Story had a winter break. She had 5 days in a row, and we were like, we should have taken a trip. We didn't really plan that really well. I actually checked on Shade's website at the last minute, and there was nothing available at all. So even if we wanted to, we couldn't have stayed at Shade's because there was nothing there for us. And so that kind of made us start thinking about, like, what would be available at Disney right now if we decided just to go last minute, like, call them today and see what they have.
Right.
And so I think we're going to do that today.
Let's see what all our options are. Most of the trips we take are like a 4-day trip, right? So we're going to use a 4-day trip.
Because you have 4 parks, and so we usually...
Day at each park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then Shades of Green charges $174 a night for a Category 1 room.
Here, let's just talk about that. So really quick before we call. Category 1 at Shades of Green, right now in 2024, at least up until October, because then
New prices.
the prices will change in October. Right now, it's $174 a night at Shades of Green. That's no taxes, there's no resort fees or anything like that. It's just $174. So for 4 nights, it's going to be $696 to stay at Shades.
Now that's for 2 adults and kids. Once you get more adults, there's fees and all that stuff.
It's also the same for Disney resorts too.
Yes.
That's what we're going off of. That's like the base.
Yeah.
And then if we go to Category 2, because a lot of you guys watching are actually Category 2 or higher. So Category 2 for 4 nights, it's $214 a night, and it'd be $856 total. And then for Category 3, it's $224 a night. So for 4 nights, it's $896. Those are kind of the numbers that we're going to keep in our mind whenever we call Disney. And we're going to see what they have that's comparable to that. I'd love to see if they have anything cheaper.
We're going to plan going, we'll just say in the next, 3 months.
Yeah.
Before summer.
Because our original idea was to go last minute.
Right.
Right? So we kind of want to stick with that.
Okay, so on the website, it says, for military rates, call this number. And that number is 407-939-7830.
So again, these prices for military are not going to be listed on the website. You do have to call yourself to find out what the prices are going to be. What we tell you today may or may not be available whenever you call. These are kind of like they're on the table until they get booked kind of a thing.
All right, I will say this too. So when I talk to somebody online, I don't like talking to people, period.
On the phone?
On the phone? I can't say that. I hate texting. I'd rather talk to somebody on the phone rather than text. All right. So when I'm calling to get prices on something, I feel like I'm wasting that person's time. Most of the time, I know that I'm not going to buy whatever product I'm calling about. I just want information about it. Right? I can already tell I'm going to be wasting this person's time. I feel like it anyway. I just get a little, well, okay, bye.
Okay, so number 1, if you call Disney, you are absolutely not wasting their time. This is their job to answer the phone and give you information. There are people all around the country that do this and work from home for Disney. And this is what they do all day. Aside from that, this is what travel agents do. If you're working with a travel agent, this is what they do. They call for you to get this information. So you can call yourself too. Or if you're like Tim and you don't like talking on the phone, get a military Disney agent. They can find out all this stuff for you too.
How do you get one of them?
There's all kinds. We have one actually in our Facebook group. Her name is KAYLA CASTRO. I'm going to link her information down below. If you guys don't want to do this yourself, contact her. She'll gladly do it for you.
Okay, so without any further ado,
let's call Disney.
Let's call Disney. Fowler 079er Tree Niner.
I cannot
7
stand the way you say that.
Tree 0. That's radio etiquette.
Ugh.
407-939-7830.
Welcome to the Walt Disney World Resort. Now, what can I help you with today?
We would like to get military rates, please.
Okay. Questions about your tickets? Please remain on the line for the next available agent. If you already have a theme park ticket, press 4.
We have annual pass.
Yeah.
Here I am. Okay, it's been 3 minutes.
Thank you for calling Disney. This is Angelo speaking. How can I assist you today?
Hello. We'd like to get military rates for some of the hotels, please.
Okay, sure. Let me get you set for that. Can I have your first name, please?
First name's Tim.
All right, Tim. So I have to fill out a form here, okay, because I'm not part of the reservations here. But I will go ahead and transfer you, and then we'll get your information when you get someone over, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Your expected wait time is 8 minutes. Please continue to hold.
Freaking freak. It's been 13 minutes.
Thank you for calling Walt Disney World Resorts, where celebrations are our specialty. My name is Bianca Don. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you, sir?
Doing well. We're calling to see what kind of military deals you guys have going on right now. Normally we stay at Shades of Green for like 4 nights.
Okay, I mean, do you want to go back through Shades of Green?
Well, I mean, we've stayed there so much, we want to see what other options are available.
You got any dates in mind?
Within the next 3 months.
Maybe I can try and find out how much it costs. March or April?
March, I guess.
Okay, I'm just saying this. Okay, I'm just going to pick something, and I'll tell you what it is, okay?
Perfect.
That'll work. Got any idea where you want to stay at?
I was hoping you could tell us what kind of resorts have the best deals and, you know, just what's available right now.
Okay, then. How many nights are you thinking about?
4.
Okay, you got a variety. You can go all-star music. I mean, if they're going to give you a discount, well, we'll just see what's available. That'll work.
Okay.
See, okay, for those dates, military discount is not available. So it's not going to even show me a date price because those dates aren't even available.
Okay. What dates do we put in? March?
Yeah, we did March.
Let's try April.
Okay, April what? You know, that's around spring break. It's going to be hard to get around. Yeah, around spring break, that's probably why ain't no discounts coming out. But we can check anyway, though.
Okay. How about May?
Okay, yeah, let's do May. We'll just say May 19th. May was available. Military discount. Okay, let's see. Nothing available around them areas neither for military discount for May. Nothing came up on the military discount for those dates neither, sir.
Is there a way to search without putting a date in?
No, sir.
Okay.
Our system doesn't work like that. We have to have dates.
Oh, okay. How about like something like next week? Is there maybe like a last minute deal?
Oh, no.
No?
We can check, though. Next week is what? March? Okay, unfortunately, it's not available neither.
Wow. How about, so are you checking like, what do they call them? The value resorts?
Oh, no. I did a no preference, so.
Okay.
No preference to bring up anything.
Oh, okay.
We'll
All right.
Now, probably without a military discount, something might show up.
All right. Can you check March 11th through the, 15th?
With a military discount, nothing comes up. Now, if I do it without a military discount, sir, I can get you a room.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So how far out are we able to book? Like, can we look for a room?
Oh, you can go as far as, but we haven't got next year yet. It haven't came out. I think something coming out next week.
Oh.
For next year, for 2025.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Got spring break coming up. So you know it's going to be booked. Then they got a cheerleader convention going on down there. All that's around the same time. Then they got some kind of medical convention going on. So, it's like, it's hard to get a room like round now. But like you say, sometimes you could get lucky. Somebody might cancel.
Right.
But like when you dealing with a discount, then we on a whole nother level.
All right. Can you check one more date range for me? June 3rd through the 7th.
Okay, you gonna do tickets or no tickets?
No tickets.
Are you doing? Okay, hold on. Let me check. I found you some. I did find you some for them June dates.
Oh, okay.
You can do Disney All-Star Sports.
Okay.
And for that 4 nights, it'll cost you only $702.36.
Okay.
You can also do Disney All-Star Movies. That one gonna cost you the same price, $700. They got so many All-Stars. Then, if you want to do art or animation, that's also available as well. Okay, the only thing they got at art animation is a suite available at that time. Are you gonna need that much space?
Possibly. How much is that?
Okay, $2,107.56.
Yeah, we probably don't need that much space. Is that after the discount?
That's with the discount.
Whew.
And then they got the Disney Coronado Springs Resort. I was told that's
$993.60. Okay.
Those were value resorts that was available
Right.
that I was giving you prices for.
Like, say I want to stay at Polynesian next week. Is there any, like, last-minute deals you can look up? Same date range, June 3rd to the 7th.
Yeah, I do see a room. Will cost you $2,369.24. They got a Grand Floridian available too. And then they got a Contemporary and the Kingdom.
Do you know when Disney releases the military rates? You said something about next week prices will come out?
For 2025.
They come out next week?
Just keep checking because they have like different deals and stuff. You know, what can I say? But thanks for serving.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So obviously it's not the people you call when they answer the front desk and say, "Thank you for calling Disney World. How can I make your day magical today?"
Like I said in the beginning, you're not wasting people's time. This is like people that are in their houses. Did you hear the smoke alarm beeping in the background?
Oh my God, it sent chills up my spine.
This is possibly another reason why you might want to use a travel agent.
Right.
Because they will do this for you. They will sit here on the phone and go over the calendar and say, put in this date to this date, and then this date to that date. You know, that's what I think takes up a lot of time. And these people that are doing this for you may or may not be educated on the military discount. Like this lady, she had never done this before, clearly. And two, they have to put it in the system by the dates. So they can't filter it by price. They can't, you know, just say, like, what's the best deal? And then it just pops up.
Right.
So you have to put in arbitrary dates to find the discounts that you're looking for.
Now let's recap. For a Category 1, it was $696.
At Shades of Green.
At Shades of Green for 4 nights. For a Category 2 was $856 at Shades of Green. Category 3 was $896.
Basically, at Shades of Green, you can stay there for 4 nights, no matter your category, for under $900.
Right.
For a standard room.
Tax free.
Like I said, you have to put in the dates, or you have to tell these people, like, what date you're looking for. If you don't have a date, just pick some dates and start from somewhere, and then you can adjust as you go along. So that's basically what we did. We called for the springtime. So that's March, April, May. So first we started asking about March, because that's coming up next week.
Booked solid.
She said, yeah, basically there's nothing for March. So we told her to check like a Monday through a Friday, or a Monday through a Thursday. Now you could actually go through and do like a Friday through a Tuesday or something like that. We didn't, just because the weekends are typically always booked, so we felt like there's like less of a chance. So we just did weekdays.
Yeah, and then we asked, was there any last minute deals that, you know, still available, nobody's booked yet?
Like next week.
Yeah, and there was none available.
Yeah.
This time of year is probably not a very good time to be planning a vacation.
Last minute.
Yeah, last minute. One, the new military rates come out, or the new military deals come out. Next week is what she said.
So she told us that, but she also was very unfamiliar with the military stuff.
You could
so
tell.
I don't know how much of that I would trust, because I've also heard that they come out in the fall too. So do they come out twice a year?
Right.
Once a year? I don't know.
Lots of questions that we owe you answers to.
Basically, what it boils down to is you need to just keep calling. And sometimes you're going to get an agent like this that may not be as knowledgeable, or it may be like talking to your grandma on the phone, and maybe she's just, you know, super sweet and she wants to be helpful, but, you know, it just takes a lot to get some information out of her, you know. So that was a 38-minute phone call we were just on.
Yes, it was.
Again, you can do this on your own if you want to. Like, they make it available to you to do yourself. But a lot of people don't have 38 minutes to sit around and make these phone calls. Because I would like to actually call back again. We don't have time today.
We have to go to the story.
But I want to call back and see if we can get somebody else. Because depending on who you get, they may, like, be able to quickly, let me adjust this.
Yeah.
This 4-day chunk of time. Let me adjust it 1 day to the right or 1 day to the left.
Right.
You know, and check more dates that way. So like we said, there's nothing available for March that she found. We also looked at April. She said that's spring break time, Easter time.
You're not going to find nothing.
Also, there's some princess races happening, or some other kind of races, or cheerleading. That's what it was, cheerleading conventions. So April is a really bad month to try to book something last minute.
And she also said there was a doctor convention.
a doctor convention.
medical convention or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently April is off the table. So then we actually went to May and we checked the second to last week and then the last week of May. Another busy time. And a lot of kids are out of school at the end of May. So after we made it through all those months, we just asked one more date and we said, how about June? Can we do June 3rd through the 7th?
She said like All-Star Sports, All-Star Movies, and All-Star Music, they had rooms available for $702.36.
Yep. But if you're a Category 1 staying at Shades of Green, you can get a comparable deal at the Value Resorts. If you're anything over Category 1, if you're a 2 or 3, it's going to be cheaper at Disney at the Value Resorts. She also had one available at Art of Animation, but it was a suite. And with the discount, it was $2,107.
Yeah. So moving into the moderate hotels. So Disney's Port Orleans Riverside had a room for $1,083.60. And then Saratoga Springs, they had a room, which was a deluxe studio, for $1,572.75. French Quarter had nothing available.
Saratoga Springs is moderate, so you could actually stay in a deluxe studio for less money than Art of Animation, which is a value resort, for $2,000.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. That was a pretty good deal. I've never been to Saratoga Springs, so I don't know if it would suit us, but it might for somebody.
The deluxe resorts. We'll start with the cheapest and work our way up. So cheapest one was Animal Kingdom, $1,674. She actually told us how much we were saving on that one. With a military discount, you save $695. So then you could stay at Wilderness Lodge for $1,846. A savings of $523. And those are the only two she gave us the actual amount we're saving on. The Polynesian, $2,369.24. Grand Floridian, that's so hard for me to say.
Grand Floridian was $2,700.
Yeah, and then Contemporary was $2,706.
Yeah, $6 more.
And all of those are for a 4-night stay.
Yeah, that same week of June 3rd through 7th.
Yeah, so if any of those interest you, you're welcome for reaching out to...
I mean, if you're a Category 3, even if you're a Category 2 for $856, and you want to stay at a deluxe resort, you're looking at about $1,000 more.
Is it worth it?
I think it just depends on if that's on your bucket list or if you really want to stay on Disney property. You know, that's up to you. But these are standard rooms too. So they're probably going to be either the same size as Shades or smaller.
Probably smaller.
Depending on which resort it is, yeah.
And then what other perks do you get at the hotel that you don't already get from Shades?
The one nice thing at Disney resorts is you don't have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
So $15 times 4, or actually it's $17 for parking now, right?
Yeah, 17.
So 17 times 4. So you're already going to have to pay $68 more
at
Shades for parking. I mean, there are some options out there that are comparable to Shades, but if you're going dollar to dollar, it's going to be cheaper at Shades. It just depends on how much space you need, where you need to be located. Do you need to be close to the Skyliner or close to the monorail? Things like that.
Like, I'll be quite honest with you, right? So every time we plan a trip, I'm like, man, we stay at Shades all the time. I'd like to see something new, right? And then we start looking at prices. I'm like, nothing beats Shades. I'm telling you.
The price is very attractive. It is very attractive.
And then you got covered parking, like in the garage. Like, nothing beats Shades, in my opinion.
One day I would like to splurge and just...
We have stayed at other places.
We have stayed at the Poly before, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I would like to do that with Story.
Yeah.
I think because we go so frequently, it's just more economical for us to pay the cheaper price.
Yeah.
If we were going to maybe just do one trip a year, then we could spend a little more. But yeah, we have to go now. We have to go get Story, so... You're welcome for taking this phone call for you so you don't have to sit on the phone for 38 minutes.
Yeah.
I hope you guys find a better deal. Also, check back next week. According to the lady that we talked to, there's going to be new military rates released next week. So, I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt.
Maybe we'll call back Friday.
Maybe we will.
Yeah. We'll just see.
Stay tuned.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next one.
Don't forget to be happy.
Not just strong.